Quick edit. Just as I was uploading this video, this story broke. Man 36, he looks way older than 36, denies intentionally driving into anti-immigration protesters. How can you deny what he's actually recorded himself? Stephen Bedford, who Gardaí say has strong political and moral beliefs. What? That's absolutely an outrageous statement. Charged with dangerous driving after protester hospitalised. This fella found himself on the streets again, not 24 hours after this incident. Now, just to put that into context, they held Graham Carey for a number of days, and not to mention Enoch Burke for a number of months, for words. Yet this fella engaged in actions that are completely out there, and he's back on the streets again in 24 hours. How inverse is the justice system in this country of Ireland? Enjoy the video. What's up? Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. Thank you. To be fully transparent, I'm not going to show you the video that the individual recorded himself on a live stream driving through protesters and indeed striking one. It is a dramatic escalation in what is a very, as this person here, Alison, says, tense scene. Tensions are absolutely rising, and it's very important that people on our side of the fence remain respectful and peaceful. But it's incidents like these that gather a response that they have in this video. And what I will say about this video in particular is I applaud the restraint that's being shown by the individuals in this video. Now, you might disagree with me, but the bottom line is this, is that there are more people here than there are uniforms. And I have to say they show incredible restraint after what has just happened, what has just transpired. Men, women and children at these pro-Irish demonstrations, and an individual decides to drive through them and is live streaming it. So fair play to them with the response that they've given, as peaceful and respectful as they are. But when you see headlines like these, this doesn't help matters either. Because when you decide to minimise an incident like this to this just happened, rather than call it what it is, which is an act of terror. These types of acts of terror have been seen in Germany. They've been seen in America. And now they are going to be seen here in Ireland, because this is the type of rhetoric that the left tells each other, and it's an echo chamber that's over there, and they believe in what they are talking about, and these people are fanatical. They're in a cult, in my opinion. So incidents like these are unfortunately going to become more frequent. So I would say to you, stay vigilant when you're at these demonstrations. And I would say I wouldn't put it past the other side of the fence deciding to carry out a very similar operation themselves, because as we know, nothing is beyond these people. These are people that are telling you that they care about the lives of people that are being wheeled into the country hand over fist, particularly males. And not only that, but people that are coming here that are scamming the system, which makes your life harder because you're footing the bill. So these people that totally care about these individuals couldn't care a jot about Irish people and Irish futures. Because let's not forget, the people that are saying refugees welcome and Ireland for all are the same people that would have worn pins that said repeal 8 and t-shirts that said repeal the 8. Don't forget about that. But this is the way the media chose to describe this terror incident. Irish Examiner, man 30s arrested after another man injured at anti-immigration protest in Dublin. It's a pro-Irish demonstration. Get with the times. Irish Times says man 30s. Now again, a lot of people are sharing names and images of the individual. The alleged individual in question seems to look much older than in his 30s, but that's leftism for you guys. It's a bit like Demi Lovato. Have a look at her as well. You know, not a bad looking lady, got involved in the leftism. Not great at all nowadays. Anyway, moving on. Arrested after anti-immigration protester struck by car. So again, it's a pro-Irish demonstration, but you're seeing the media try to downplay this. This is the same media and politicians, by the way, that will say it's an attack on democracy when you're questioning politicians and the media on Twitter. Could you imagine if this happens the other way around, what they'd be saying about it? In fact, they've utilised any incident that they can to try and push through draconian nonsense, because that is the end goal that they want to go with. Look at Simon Harris, a guy that's Minister for Justice after count 15, by the way, out there talking about body cam footage for Gardaí. You know, I have to put it into clear terms. A man that looks like he's a weasel of an individual that's wearing a human suit that's walking around in the place, and this is the guy that's leading the justice system. Like, it's absolutely inverse. And let's have a look at this video here. And again, like I said, you got to applaud the restraint that these guys show, because this is absolutely restraint on show.
Get back! What's his name? Leave them! Stop leaving! Name and badge number! Get back! Name and badge number! Let it go! Fucking bully! He's not bullies! The new generation! We'll just follow along! Just follow along! Just follow along! Name and badge number, please! C128! Scumbags! Exactly! Scumbags! 15777! I have his face on the card! Lads, stay back, let's go. Get his name! There's some on there.
As I said, incredible restraint being shown, because, just to explain, these people have witnessed an incident that the Gardaí should be controlling first and foremost. They are protesting, and the Gardaí are supposed to be keeping an eye on things and are supposed to be there for their safety. Instead, this individual was able to drive the way they did, and it doesn't seem like they were stopped at all. Now, again, this individual has allegedly already been let out. So these people are looking at this situation and saying to themselves, hang on here for a second. First of all, you guys in uniform didn't organise the situation correctly. You didn't protect us, and your response to it then is telling people to get away. Again, like I said, I applaud their restraint, because these guys that are there outnumber the people in uniform. That's just an observation that I am making. And how do you think that these people are going to feel when they know, allegedly, that this person is already back on the streets again and is allegedly being filmed on Lewis spouting more tripe not a day after this incident occurs? It doesn't leave an awful lot of people with a strong belief in the system when such clown world stuff is happening, and when clown world stuff is spilling over into the real world and is causing very clear and present danger. So, what is going to happen from here? You're going to have a lot of people that are going to be keenly aware, and should be, of their surroundings, and be vigilant of what is going on and what is coming towards them when they're at these protests, because this isn't going to be the end of it. I hate to say it. These people have shown you on the other side that they are desperate, and they are going to continue desperate acts. The reason why they do things like this is so that people won't turn up to these protests. They're hoping to strike fear into people that will think about going to these things. Well, I'm going to call it as I see it. And there's going to come a point in time when an incident like this perhaps is going to happen again at an event like this, And the boys will understand that there's more of them than the people in uniform. And you're not going to be able to hide behind the people in uniform or in their car. Because when they see incidents like these happen, they're not going to have it. Now again, I just want to be very clear when I say this. I'm not endorsing any sort of negativity. I am not supporting any sort of negativity. And I disavow any sort of negativity and negative behaviour. But I just have to call it from what I can see. And you are seeing people now at boiling point. I reiterate, these protests must remain peaceful. They must remain respectful. Because these individuals on the other side that are telling you that refugees are welcome, they won't bring any of them into their homes, of course. They won't put them up or anything like that. They want you to foot the bill. Are completely and utterly on the planet Mars. So realise that, and realise that we are on the winning side. We're accumulating wins, but be extremely vigilant when you're at these things, because I think anything has been made clear at this stage is there's people that are out there that are doing jobs that are not really doing their job. And that's all I can say on that. Anyway, make sure you like, make sure you share it, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell.